Every winter weekend in Colorado, Interstate 70 seems to break down at the edge of the mountains. Traffic stacks up for miles, accidents ripple through the flow, and a drive measured in minutes quietly turns into hours. The culprit is Floyd Hill, a steep, outdated stretch of highway where modern traffic collides with mid-century design. And one small failure can paralyze the state's most important road. Now, Colorado is pushing back. Through a massive reconstruction, engineers are carving a new highway into the mountainside in an effort to tame this choke point once and for all. Today, let's delve into Colorado's $1.2 billion I-70 Floyd Hill project. Interstate 70, commonly known as I-70, is one of America's most important east-west highways, running from Baltimore, Maryland to central Utah, cutting across the Great Plains and the Rocky Mountains along the way. In Colorado, its importance is magnified by geography. There are very few viable routes through the Rockies, and I-70 effectively serves as the state's only continuous, high-capacity corridor linking the Front Range to mountain communities and western states. It carries everything from cross-country freight and emergency supplies to tourists heading for ski resorts and outdoor destinations. With so few alternatives, disruptions along I-70 have outsized consequences. Closures force long detours, delay shipments, and temporarily isolate mountain towns. Even minor crashes or breakdowns can ripple across the state's economy and daily life. As a result, reliability, not speed, has become the corridor's most critical measure of performance. One of I-70's most fragile points is Floyd Hill, located just west of the Denver metropolitan area near the town of Idaho Springs. Here, the highway transitions from open plains to steep canyon terrain. Built to mid-20th century standards, this segment was designed for far lower traffic volumes and less demanding safety expectations. Decades of population growth, booming tourism, and rising freight traffic have pushed it far beyond its original capacity. The existing roadway is defined by a steep eastbound descent, sharp curves, and limited sight distance. Narrow shoulders leave little room for breakdowns or emergency response, while aging bridges and retaining walls struggle to meet modern standards. These constraints translate directly into operational failures. During peak periods, a single crash or stalled vehicle can shut the corridor for hours, compounded by rockfall and winter weather. After decades of failed incremental fixes, the Colorado Department of Transportation formally advanced the I-70 Floyd Hill project in 2021, committing to a full-scale corridor rebuild rather than another short-term solution. Before we continue, don't forget to click on that subscribe button and like this video, as it's the best way to support this channel. The I-70 Floyd Hill project covers roughly 8 miles of interstate, extending from west of Evergreen through Floyd Hill and toward the approaches of the Veterans Memorial Tunnels near Idaho Springs. While short in distance, the scope of work is immense. Rather than simply adding lanes to the existing roadway, the project reimagines the corridor's alignment, structure, and long-term function. At the heart of the design philosophy is the idea that safety and reliability must come before raw capacity. Engineers determined that widening the existing roadway would lock in dangerous curves and steep grades for decades to come. Instead, large portions of the eastbound alignment are being shifted to a new path carved into the mountainside. This allows for smoother curves, gentler grades, and improved sightlines that reduce crash risk and improve traffic flow. The rebuilt corridor will include additional general-purpose lanes, as well as managed express lanes designed to maintain consistent travel times during peak congestion. These lanes are not an afterthought, but an integral part of the corridor's long-term capacity strategy. Structural elements dominate the scope of the project. New bridges and viaducts will carry the highway across ravines and along canyon walls, replacing aging infrastructure and meeting modern seismic and safety standards. Retaining walls and reinforced slopes will support the new alignment while minimizing the project's footprint within the narrow canyon. Safety features are woven throughout the design: wider shoulders, modern barriers, and intelligent transportation systems improve incident response and reduce secondary crashes. Wildlife crossings are incorporated as core elements of the project, addressing long-standing vehicle-animal collision risks while maintaining ecological connectivity across the corridor. Environmental protection is also embedded in the scope. Drainage systems are designed to protect Clear Creek from runoff and sediment. Together, these elements position the Floyd Hill rebuild as a comprehensive modernization rather than a stopgap solution. Rebuilding an interstate through a narrow mountain canyon while keeping traffic moving is a logistical and engineering challenge on a rare scale. Construction at Floyd Hill must proceed in carefully sequenced phases, balancing progress with the need to maintain one of Colorado's busiest highways. The first challenge lies in creating space to build. Large-scale rock excavation is required to carve the new alignment into the mountainside. This work involves controlled blasting, mechanical excavation, and continuous slope stabilization to prevent rockfall. Engineers rely on rock anchors, netting, and reinforced retaining systems to secure exposed slopes as construction advances. Traffic management is central to the construction strategy. Rather than shutting down I-70, work is staged so that traffic can be shifted between old and new alignments as segments are completed. Temporary lanes, crossovers, and nighttime work windows are used to minimize disruption, particularly during peak travel seasons. Bridge construction adds another layer of complexity. Many structures must be built in confined spaces above steep terrain, requiring specialized equipment and precise sequencing. Foundations are drilled deep into bedrock, often adjacent to active traffic lanes, while superstructures are assembled in stages to maintain clearance and safety. Weather remains a constant challenge, with winter limiting construction windows and summer storms introducing sudden risks. In response, the project relies on adaptive planning, allowing crews to adjust work as conditions change. Ultimately, the construction strategy reflects the design philosophy: accept the constraints of the landscape, work with them rather than against them, and build infrastructure that can endure the realities of mountain terrain. The I-70 Floyd Hill project carries an estimated total cost of approximately $1.2 billion, making it one of the most expensive highway projects in Colorado's history. That price reflects not only the physical scale of construction, but also the complexity of building in mountainous terrain under live traffic conditions. Funding comes from a combination of state transportation investment programs, federal infrastructure grants, and long-term financing mechanisms. Inflation, materials costs, and specialized labor all play significant roles in shaping the final budget, particularly given the project's extended timeline. Construction is being delivered in phases to align funding and keep I-70 open. Work began in 2023, with early segments opening progressively as new alignments are completed. By late 2025, roughly 3 miles of widened and realigned highway were already open to traffic. Westbound I-70 is expected to shift into its new alignment around 2027, followed by eastbound I-70 around 2028, allowing most of the major geometric improvements to come online. Full completion is targeted for the late 2020s to early 2030s, reflecting the scale and complexity of rebuilding a major interstate through mountain terrain. Despite broad agreement on the need to rebuild Floyd Hill, the project remains controversial. Cost remains the most visible concern. At over $1 billion, critics question whether such a large investment can deliver lasting congestion relief, or whether continued traffic growth will eventually erode its benefits. The inclusion of managed express lanes has also drawn scrutiny. Supporters argue they improve reliability and support future transit, while opponents raise concerns about equity, access, and long-term toll dependence. Construction itself has been another flashpoint. Building through a narrow mountain corridor while keeping I-70 open has inevitably caused disruption, particularly during peak ski seasons, when delays carry outsized economic and social impacts. Environmental considerations further complicate the picture. Even with extensive mitigation, rebuilding a highway through a canyon alters the landscape, forcing an ongoing balance between infrastructure needs and preservation. Yet the potential benefits are equally significant. Improved safety is the most immediate payoff, as modern geometry and upgraded structures reduce crash risk and severity. More importantly, the project promises long-sought reliability, restoring predictability to a corridor defined by uncertainty. Freight movement across the Rockies stands to become more efficient, strengthening regional supply chains, while mountain communities and tourism benefit from fewer closures and less travel stress. In the long term, the project aims to make Colorado's most critical highway more resilient to growth, weather, and future demand. The I-70 Floyd Hill project is a test case for how modern societies rebuild essential systems in challenging landscapes. As climate stress, population growth, and economic dependence on reliable mobility intensify, the lessons learned here will shape future mountain highway projects across the American West. Whether Floyd Hill marks the permanent resolution of one of Colorado's most notorious bottlenecks, or simply the next chapter in an ongoing struggle between infrastructure and geography, remains to be seen. What is clear is that the project reflects a decisive shift from reacting to problems as they arise to reshaping the corridor for the decades ahead.